think something happened at 18 years old, right? You gonna hold how vocal he is. I've been around this. You gonna hold that in all them damn time? All this damn time for 20-something years, you gonna hold that in, and it finally came out?
Yeah.
302 check. Can you give me the 108 number that shows up on this radio, please?
Stop hitting me and getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas? His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison.
Boosie exposes King Harris and T.I., the family feud nobody expected. Did Boosie really just expose King Harris for putting hands on his own dad after getting out of jail? The way he talked, it didn't sound like gossip or clout chasing. It sounded like a man who had seen something real, something dark. His tone was calm but serious, like someone tired of pretending everything was fine. He never said names, but fans instantly figured out who he meant. The timing, the tone, the details, everything pointed toward T.I. and King Harris. For months, King's name has been attached to chaos, public fights, arrests, social media rants, and messy baby mama drama. But this time it felt different. Boosie's words hinted that something deep went wrong between father and son. Some fans even believe there was a physical fight after King's release. If that's true, then this isn't just family tension. It's a full-blown fallout between a rap legend protecting his legacy and a son desperate to prove he's grown, no matter how reckless it looks. King Harris, the making of a rebel. King Harris didn't just wake up one morning and decide to act wild. His image has been building toward this moment for a long time. Remember that Waffle House fight? The viral clip where he...
I'm saying, so it's like I'm in control of what you see and what you know what I'm saying? So I would rather that. And I genuinely just like talking to my supporters. Like,
he yelled at employees, threatening to slap somebody because they didn't treat him like a celebrity. That video shocked people. The son of T.I. and Tiny, arguing, cursing, and acting like he owned the place? It didn't fit the image fans had of him growing up rich and privileged. That moment changed how people saw King. Online comments called him spoiled, lost, and out of touch. Fans mocked him for trying too hard to act straight. They reminded everyone that King himself once admitted he grew up mostly at his grandmother's house, far away from any real street struggle. That statement became proof, at least for critics, that he was pretending to live a life he didn't understand. For many people, it looked like King was chasing danger to earn respect. But deep down, it wasn't just rebellion, it was identity. He didn't want to be known only as T.I.'s son. Every argument, every viral video, every bad decision seemed to scream, "I'm my own man. Stop comparing me to my dad." The arrest that changed everything. Then came the arrest, the moment that turned everything from drama to disaster. Cameras caught King being handcuffed and escorted by police, looking annoyed rather than scared. The video went viral instantly. Social media lit up with jokes and criticism. People said it was the inevitable result of him trying to act tough. When the news spread, T.I. went live on Instagram the next day. He tried to stay calm, explaining that he'd spoken to King and was disappointed, but not angry. You could see the exhaustion in his face, not fury, just heartbreak. He said his family was perplexed by King's choices. But behind closed doors, many believed the tension was way worse than he showed online. That arrest may have been the moment T.I. realized his son's behavior could seriously damage the entire Harris brand. Imagine the argument that must have followed. A frustrated father trying to pull his son back from the edge, and a stubborn young man yelling that his dad didn't understand him. When King finally got released, fans say that's when things exploded. The rumored fight. According to whispers online, King showed up at T.I.'s home angry, blaming his dad for not doing enough to help him during the arrest. Some people claim that's when the fight happened, when the tension finally turned physical. Others say it was just a shouting match that got out of hand. Whatever the truth, that night reportedly changed everything. Afterward, the energy around the Harris family shifted. You could feel it. The usual smiles and interviews were gone. T.I. stopped posting about his son. Tiny stayed quiet. Then, out of nowhere, Boosie Badass jumped into the conversation and things got even messier. Boosie steps into the drama. Boosie's comments hit hard because they didn't come from a blogger or a fan. They came from someone who knows both T.I. and King personally. His son, Tootie Raw, hangs out with King all the time. They've done music together, been seen flashing weapons online, and even gotten into trouble before. Boosie once had to step in himself to calm them down. So when Boosie hinted that something about T.I.'s public version of events didn't add up, people listened. He didn't drop names, but everyone knew who he meant. Fans immediately began connecting the dots. Maybe Tootie told his dad what really happened. Or maybe Boosie had already heard the story through industry circles. Either way, his tone wasn't playful, it was warning. He sounded like an older man who had seen too many young rappers throw away their futures for attention. He wasn't mocking anyone, he was frustrated. To many listeners, Boosie wasn't just calling out T.I., he was calling out the pattern. He knows what happens when fame becomes more important than discipline. Maybe deep down, Boosie wasn't attacking T.I. at all. Maybe he was trying to say, I've survived this life for decades. If I can keep my family together, why can't you? King's reputation starts to collapse. While Boosie's words spread, new rumors began swirling around King. A supposed leaked tape, arguments with his baby mama, and questions about whether he was really the father. It was a storm of headlines. Every few days, something new popped up. For T.I., this had to be a nightmare. Imagine trying to protect your son while he's trending for all the wrong reasons. But instead of laying low, King clapped back online, posting videos and defending himself. He wanted to prove that nobody could embarrass him, not even his father. That's when, according to insiders,
Who do you belong to? Who raised their hand? Somebody got to raise their hand. I've been seeing him around too there a lot. You gonna raise your own hand? I've been seeing him around too. Well, when you got drugs, it ain't
I know that.
When y'all got drugs around those legal guns, they called it's not possession of a firearm and commission of a crime, sir. That is a felony.
T.I. reached his breaking point. He didn't want the Harris name tied to chaos anymore. Even if the rumors weren't completely true, the damage to their family image was real. Behind the scenes, people claimed T.I. made one tough decision. He stopped funding King's projects. No more free studio time. No more promotion help. No more legal cleanup. Just distance. For a man like T.I., silence says everything. It wasn't about hate, it was about protection. He was protecting the empire he'd built over decades. Because to him, legacy means everything. Boosie calls out T.I. So when Boosie started questioning T.I.'s strength as a father, it cut deep. To outsiders, it looked like an attack. But to those who know both men, it felt more complicated. Maybe Boosie was challenging T.I. not to give up on his son. Maybe he was reminding him that walking away doesn't always mean peace. Sometimes it means surrender. And that's what makes their dynamic so complicated. These two used to be friends. Real friends. Boosie and T.I. were once Southern rap icons who respected each other. They did interviews together, talked about collaboration, and even worked on an album that was supposed to drop years ago. But that friendship cracked after this snitch paperwork drama. When T.I. admitted he once told police about a case to protect himself legally. Boosie went public, calling him out, saying he couldn't work with someone who'd told. T.I. responded with his own frustration. Since then, their relationship hasn't recovered.
I don't feel like he could have held that in for fucking all these years. You just basically just come out and say some shit like that, like that
know,
shit was.
Man, look, like,
and then like I'm like, why the fuck he say that when we got a fucking album finna come out?
okay,
Like it was like, bro,